country have done two things. They control the heating and the cooling of your home. They make it warmer, they make it cooler. The beautiful thing about Aprilaire thermostats is we allow right from the thermostat, or in a Wi-Fi version, right from your phone, we actually control a humidifier from our thermostat. We can control a dehumidifier from your thermostat, which can take out moisture in, say, your smelly, icky basement.
I remember the house that I grew up in the summers, my house was so damp and the basement was just moldy and musty. It was so gross. But now I don't feel like I'm walking into a wet house and my kids want to go down into the basement and play because it's a homey environment. It's not a musty, dark, gross basement.
So what I like about it is if you're out for the day and wow, it's getting really hot and you're coming home, I'm gonna turn down my air conditioning. I'm gonna come into my house, it's gonna be so comfortable. So it's great that our thermostats can control not only your heating and cooling, but maybe you want your dehumidifier to come on a little bit more too. You can do that with our thermostat.
In the summertime, it's so humid outside. It's like walking through wet blankets. And just to open the front door and just, oh, it's so nice. Like, I'm home.
So when I am uncomfortable with the temperature or something, I can just adjust it myself with the app, and it's really easy, and I don't have to bother my parents about it.
And if you can adjust everything in the home, trust me, you need to use the heating and cooling significantly less. And the EPA says that heating and cooling costs are the #1 cost of homeowners in America. So if you can control heating and cooling through changing the other parameters, boy, an Aprilaire thermostat can save you a lot of money.
Introducing the new Bosch Connected Control. The Bosch Connected Control is a Wi-Fi enabled thermostat which allows you to control your home's temperature via a smartphone app. The Bosch Connected Control will work with most types of heating and cooling systems. The focus of this video is to give a quick introduction on how to install in 5 easy steps. Before we get started, make sure that you turn off the power to your heating and cooling system. Step 1. Remove the old thermostat. To get started, you'll need to remove the old thermostat from its backplate. Now, before you start removing any wires, I recommend grabbing your phone and taking a quick picture that you can reference later. Alright, now that you have your picture, go ahead and grab the wiring stickers that were included in the box that your new thermostat came in. We're going to use these stickers to label the wires. You'll notice that the letters on the stickers correspond to markings on the old backplate where the wires are connected. So go ahead and label the wires accordingly. Now that the wires are labeled, go ahead and grab the screwdriver that came in the box. Loosen the screws where each wire is connected. Now that the screws are loose, remove the wires from each terminal. Next, remove the screws holding the backplate on the wall. Step 2. Mount the new wall plate. Go ahead and grab your Bosch Connected Control and remove the front from the backplate. Now pull the wires through the hole. Use the new screws and anchors that are supplied in the box to attach to the new backplate. Align the new thermostat so it's straight. Step 3. Connect the new wall plate. Now look at the labels on your wires and insert them into the terminals that match the label. If you need additional information, please reference the user guide. Tighten the screws. Once you're done, pull on the wires to make sure they're secure. Step 4. Attach the Bosch connected control to the wall. Now that the wires are secured, grab the thermostat. Line up the holes in the back with the tabs on the wall plate and snap it into position until you hear a click. Step 5. Power on and enjoy. Turn the power back on to your heating and cooling system. Your new thermostat should now power on. If you're having any trouble, check out our website at boschheatingandcooling.com. And we hope you enjoy your new thermostat.
How to install and set up your Nest Learning Thermostat. Everything you need is in the box: the installation guide, screwdriver, screws, and a trim kit to cover any holes in the wall. Installation is simple. You'll remove your old thermostat, install the Nest base, connect some wires, then attach the display. If you haven't already checked that your system will work with the Nest thermostat, go to our online compatibility checker. You'll also get a personalized wiring guide for installation. If your thermostat is built into the wall, connected to thick wires with wire nuts, or labeled 110, 120, or 240 volts, you have a high voltage system, which is not compatible with the Nest thermostat. Don't connect your Nest thermostat to these high voltage wires. Let's get started. Go to your home's breaker box and turn off the switch that controls power to your heating and cooling system. This will protect it during installation. If you need to, you can also turn off the main power switch at the breaker box. Make sure you've turned the right breaker off by changing the temperature with your current thermostat. Wait a few minutes to make sure your system doesn't turn on. Next, take off the front of your old thermostat. Many simply pop off, while others have screws you need to take out. Once the front of your thermostat is off, take a picture of the wires with your phone. This will be useful for reference later. If there's a jumper wire connecting one wire to another, remove it. You won't need it. Because every heating and cooling system is different, it's important to label the wires. Attach the labels in the installation guide to the matching wires. Then you can disconnect them from your old thermostat. Most thermostats have screws that hold the wires in. Use the included Nest screwdriver to disconnect them. Other thermostats may have buttons that you simply press to release the wire. When all the wires are out, carefully remove the back plate, making sure none of the wire labels fall off. Now it's time to install the Nest thermostat base. But first, if there are any holes or unpainted areas on the wall, this is a great time to patch, spackle, and paint. Or you can use the optional trim plate to cover up any holes. If you're installing your Nest thermostat on an electrical box, use the included steel plate. Then you can install the trim plate over it. Gently pull the wires through the thermostat base. Put one screw in the top hole. The Nest screws are self-tapping and will go into drywall and other soft materials without drilling. For harder materials like wood, pre-drill a hole with a 3/32 or 2.5 millimeter drill bit. Use the built-in level to make sure the Nest base is straight. Then snug down both the top and bottom screws. Now it's time to connect the wires. Check the ends of your thermostat wires. They should be straight. If not, restrip them and trim the ends, leaving 3/8 of an inch or 10 millimeters of wire exposed. Insert each wire that has a label into the matching connector. Simply hold down the connector button and push the wire all the way in. Make sure that the connector buttons stay down after you've inserted each wire. Otherwise, your Nest thermostat may not get enough power and you won't be able to finish setup. Only put one wire into each connector, and don't connect any wires to your Nest thermostat that weren't connected to your old thermostat. Push in the wires so they're flush with the wall. This will help the Nest display connect to the base. To connect the display, hold it so the Nest logo is at the top. Push it onto the base until you hear it click. Now go back to the circuit breaker and turn the power back on. Your Nest thermostat will start up and guide you through setup. It should only take a couple of minutes. Here's a preview. You'll pick a language, connect it to Wi-Fi and the internet, tell it a few basics about your home, and tell it about your heating and cooling system so it can help save energy. Then you'll test. Be sure to have your network password handy. Connecting to Wi-Fi will let your thermostat download important software updates and let you access and control it with your phone. Your thermostat will also show you which wires it's detected. If they match the wires you installed, select Continue. If not, check that you've inserted the wires into the right connectors, and make sure they're pushed all the way in. If you need more help, visit our support site. Next, you'll tell your thermostat about your home's location, so it knows about the weather outside. You'll also tell it where it's installed in your home, and tell it a couple of things about your heating and cooling system. Then you'll run a quick test to make sure everything's working right. Now you'll add your thermostat to your Nest account with the Nest app. If you don't have a Nest account, go to the Apple App Store or Google Play to download the free Nest app. Launch the app to create an account. If you already have a Nest account, make sure you're using the latest version of the app and sign in. Once you're signed into your account, tap Add. Then choose Nest Thermostat. If you already have a Nest product in your account, go to the Settings menu to add your thermostat. You can skip the next couple of screens since you've already installed it. When you get here, you'll enter a key code. It's easy. Just tap Show Me How. Press your thermostat's ring to get to the menu. Select Settings, then Nest Account. After you've entered the key, it'll appear on the Nest app home screen. Tap on your thermostat to adjust the temperature, change settings, and more. That's it. To learn more about the Nest thermostat and how to use it, go to our support site.
Comfort with the control and flexibility you need. It's energy savings without compromise. And you can make it all happen right from your phone with the intuitive app. Just a few taps gives you full remote control access of your thermostat. And you can enjoy seamless smart home compatibility that now includes Apple HomeKit, so it's an easy smart home upgrade you can do yourself. Features like flexible scheduling allow you to save energy and cut costs without even thinking about it. Just make a custom schedule to fit your individual lifestyle and plans. Your thermostat will do the rest. Designed for an easy DIY install and extensive compatibility, Sensi Thermostat works in most homes. And the traditional size allows you to get up and running without the need for patching or painting. So whether you're home or away, get the right temperature right from your phone. Sensi has something to offer everyone. Learn more at sensicomfort.com.
If you're interested in buying one of these products, links to all the products mentioned in this video are in the description down below. If you like and found this video helpful, don't forget to give a like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.